Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be taking out some discs that I got in the mail recently out for a spin. Unfortunately, it's going to be very windy outside. It is the last best day that we will have for the foreseeable future, as we're supposed to get hit with an Arctic blast, so there's not going to be too much playing. So I want to go ahead and get into some of these discs I'm going to be throwing today. I'm excited to have these back in the bag. These are golf ball white in blend alpacas with the bottom stamp. If you guys have watched the channel in the past, you'll know that I absolutely love putting with the in blend alpacas. And speaking of alpaca, we have got the first version of the Halo S blend that we're going to be taking out as well. Taller profile for the premium plastic. Doesn't feel the same as like the in blend plastic, but throwing this one might not get too much playing time with the wind, but we're also going to figure out how stable it is in the wind as well. This that I'm super excited to have back in the bag is the Sunny Popcorn from Clash Discs. This is a disc in my bag, if you've watched recent videos, that I leaned on a lot. Even my trip in Delaware that I did with my buddy Jared, this was a disc that I was using a lot in those Delaware woods, and contemplating getting another one after I threw my last one in the pond, and I went ahead and pulled the trigger. We got this back in the bag. Not leaving anytime soon unless I throw it into another pond. This next one here is a Roaming Thunder 2. This is an old swirly CD2 Innova made Discmania that, shout out to Alex Hart, you terrible influence you. The reason why I say he's a terrible influencer is because these are not easy to come by. But luckily, Alex sold me 2 of his jammers, including this one here that I've gotten a chance to throw already. And I've purchased 2 new ones since. So shout out to you, Alex Hart. And this next one, this is just one that caught my eye and I was very interested in. It is a Halo Destroyer, but the cool thing about this one is it is a 169 gram Halo Destroyer. So I think it's still going to be overstable, even though it's a lighter weight. It's got a nice little dome to it. This is a disc that we'll probably throw a lot because it will be very windy and we get to see how reliably stable this is, or maybe it can just be an understable disc and I don't even know it. So I got really intrigued and I'm going to be comparing it to the time lapse. Haven't really got a chance to actually go out and throw this for a round, but I'm going to give it a go. To me, it has like a similar feel to like a Raider from Dynamic Discs. It's just got kind of like a deep rim, not a wide rim, but like a deep rim. So we're going to be comparing it to this because this one is very overstable. Some of my buddies have other time lapses that I can actually make work. This one is not like that. This is one that, from when I field tested it, is very overstable. So we're going to be giving this one a toss as well. So let's get out to McClure Park, where it is going to be very windy, and let's see how well we can play. All right, we're here at McClure. Like I said, it's going to be quite the windy round today. We're going to start here at hole 1, 265 feet, 2 off the top for the boys, because you know how we do. Pyro. It's a good disc. Little long. Swing it over. Kind of huge today. First putt in blend alpacas. Welcome back to the channel. First putt with the alpacas. Welcome back to the channel. All right, well, putting in the wind's going to be quite the difficulty. Hole 2, 250 foot shorty. Gonna take this Metal Flake MD5 and do what it do. Oh, get down, please. Oh, there goes the wind swinging it. That is definitely out of bounds. All right, well, not only did the MD5 go OB, which I knew it did, but the fact that it rolled all the way down this hill is just absolutely disrespectful. And now I'm gonna have a death putt for par. But we salvaged the par. My eyes are watering bad. All right, hole 3, 340 feet. Kind of a tricky trickster. Gonna go with that Roaming Thunder 2. Feel like it's gonna have the perfect flight for this hole. Can I execute it? I think I can execute it. Didn't quite get up the hill. That's gonna be about a 40 footer. Drop. Oh, just sailed it right over the basket. We run those back though. Little high, little low. Couple cleanups. Gosh, I love having those back. I'm not missing anymore. And this wind can't control how I putt. I'm just gonna putt right through it every time. All right, hole 4, 465 feet, par 3, straight up tailwind. So I'm gonna take my flippy assistance driver that I have, put it on a little ante, just let it ride the wind and see how close we can get. Definitely ante. Little nose up too, right down that hill. Skip, roll down there. Couldn't have placed it any more perfect directly in front of the tree where I don't even get to run this for a putt. So we're gonna take the little temple, go down to a knee here. The ground's very wet, that was a mistake. Just a nice little pitch up. Someone left the disc in there. A little righty and a little lefty and a little behind the back. If anybody on hole 4 at McClure lost a EXO hard link, it's chilling on the basket. Hole 5, par 3, 235 feet. We're gonna throw a couple on here, starting with the MD5, which is always a play for me on this one. Don't skip OB. Yeah, that boy, he be skipping. Yep, alpaca can't handle the wind, though it can fly through it. Swing it. You swing everything else, wind. No, just a good old-fashioned pipe job. Ew. Ew. It's a headwind. Why is it not lifting up? That's what can happen on this hole. It's just a simple little shot, but when there's wind factored into this guy, you just never know what's gonna happen. Case in point. All right, this was one of the holes I envisioned that I would throw either my popcorn or my alpaca, or honestly both of them, but with this wind, we always have hole 15 to come back to these on, try to get an ace with them, but we're gonna go with the pyro in this wind. Holy smokes, get down please. Oh, there he goes, it's just dropping. Boy, discs are not flying in this wind. Maybe a hyzer flip buzz. Yeah, that one had a little bit more stank on it. Nice. The wind is down. I'm gonna give this alpaca and popcorn a quick little throw while the wind's not here. Nice. Stable, short, kind of like me. Go popcorn, go. Good line for an ace. It just came up a wee bit short. Odds of making this, I give a 77% chance. Odds of making this second one, I give a 22% chance. Hole 7's on the B location, par 3, 415 feet, over the creek, up the hill, planted right behind that tree. Probably not the ideal disc to throw, but I want to give this lightweight Halo Destroyer throw, and then also this time lapse. I'm gonna throw the time lapse first, see how stable this is, and if I can crank over on it into a little bit of this wind and see what it does. That thing is so stable. That's more overstable than any of my destroyers. Oh, it's stable too. Fight up the hill a little bit. Consistent collecting of discs here with the Temple and the MD5. Upshots have been terrible, so this is a good little practice, especially in the wind. That's not good. One thing that I always forget to tell myself is if it's very windy, try to keep your shots as low as possible. For some reason, I just keep wanting to sky them in the air. That's a lot better. But premium plastic's just gonna skip a lot more. Whoa! Man, I almost went down on that one. It'll take a couple holes to get used to them again, but once I do, man, we're back. Hole 8, par 3, 320 feet. I feel like I'm throwing into a straight headwind on every single hole, so I'm gonna take something a little bit more stable, kind of put on a flex line, let the wind kind of carry it over. And I think the two discs for the job is gonna be this First Run Honor that I immediately aced with and hung it on the shelf. Haven't been able to find anything that replaces this. And then the Halo Dynasty, which should be a little bit less stable than this. So I'm gonna go with this one first. I didn't put any flex angle on that, and the tree kind of helped the angle a little bit. Yeah, just like that. It's gonna come up short, maybe. Nah, that's a putt. It's fine. It's long. That was terrible. If anybody has any tips for forehand approach shots, because I don't know where mine went. They're missing somewhere on a milk carton. There's a reward for like $20,000 if we can get those back to me. But if you have any tips, leave them in the comments below, because I'm definitely doing something wrong. Hole 9, par 3, 305 feet. Fancy running into Timmy Davis here. He almost aced this hole a while ago with a passion. I have no idea what the wind's doing, but I'm just gonna throw it and hopefully get close. Did want the flex angle, but I flexed it right into that tree. Stall, go in. I feel like this has turned into like a wind training video, because in Oklahoma it gets extremely windy from here all the way till about May. So this is like the first true round playing in this much wind. Holy smokes, I don't know what to do on this one. Hole 10, par 3, 375 feet. Kind of just want to go straight at it, but there's a heavy wind pushing left to right. I'm just going to take something fast and overstable and just play the skip play, see if that does anything for me. Big skip. Not ideal. We're going to take the buzz and just shoot it right down the middle. Just no doing it. Look at that left to right wind, just carrying that to hole 1's basket. This wind is crazy. Hello viewers. I have no confidence in making this putt or even getting it close to the basket. I don't know how to lay this up. Sit down. Oh, come backwards. My eyes are watering. I feel like I'm throwing. I don't know where I was going with that. The wind is infiltrating my head and it's making me think in ways that I normally wouldn't think. I'm gonna cross the Death Creek of McClure to go get my buzz back. Yeah, finesse job, baby. All right, hole 11, par 3, 370 feet. Same wind we had on the last hole. Throw the time lapse in this destroyer just to see what the wind is gonna make them do. See ya. Had a little Yankee Doodle. Gonna have to go back over the creek once again. That's nice and wide, but it just never has a shot of coming back over. That's what happens when you go OB early on hole 11. And scooch up to the basket. That should be a makeable putt. Sneak it in there. Hole 12, par 3, about 330 feet, straight into this annoying wind. Look at the creek, like it's almost white capping. That thing holds up to the wind pretty good. That is very, very short. All right, so I'm learning that that lightweight Halo destroyer is a good backup / replacement to the beat-in Calvin destroyer that I have, which is nice because I don't want to have to re-beat in an overstable Calvin destroyer when I can just buy a lightweight one that will do essentially the same exact thing that one does. And it holds up to the wind pretty good. 27 plus mile per hour gusts. We're still trying to provide content for you guys. We're out here and just playing some good old-fashioned disc golf. I'm gonna make this highlight putt for y'all real quick. Look at this. I just feel like I have zero shot at making this. All right, quick check-in before we get into hole 13. Are you guys enjoying the content? Because I'm out here enjoying playing in these conditions for you guys. Mainly for myself, so I'm a little bit selfish. If you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you give this video some love by leaving a like. And if you're new, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. I won't bite. We're here for you and your enjoyment. Now let's bogey this next hole. And it absolutely goes nowhere in this wind. Well, way to leave it short and lay it up. Way to leave it high and soar 50 long. Hole 14's a par 3, 265 feet. I feel like the sign's wrong. It doesn't feel that far, but I feel like this hole is a really good shot for the Halo Alpaca and the popcorn. I'm gonna go with the sunny popcorn first. Just throw it flat and let the wind carry it over there. And get past that tree a little bit. There we go. It's got some good stability to it. Holy fluff job. Holy fluff job times 2. Hole 15, par 3, 235 feet. This is the ace hole here. Starting first try with the Halo Alpaca. Never had a shot. It's just a really good park job. Gotta give it height. I feel like it's gonna hyzer a lot more than it should, and it doesn't. When's the last time I made 2 in a row? Turn a little bit. It turned a little bit. Catch edge and just scooch up there. Honey came up well short, but now we have a tailwind putt, so I can feel a little bit more confident in putting power on my putts. Just gotta get them up high. Hole 17, par 3, 430 feet. I can't get there with any disc in my bag, so I just want to do a nice little placement shot. Gonna go with the Roaming Thunder 2. Haven't thrown it since hole 3. And yeah, it's gonna get me in the middle of the fairway. Little left, but that is all you can ask for. Drop it out of the sky into the basket. Oh, that's a tester. That one's a lot better. Probably should be going forehand, but that's neither here or there. Oh, look! Another tester into the wind! No confidence. I had the confidence. It was just a bad putt. Final hole, hole 18, 465 feet, par 3, chilling right in front of the tree on the next island. I'm gonna go off the tee with the time lapse and lightweight destroyer one more time. There we go, a little anti-flex out of the hand. Skip. Nice little skip. I like that destroyer. And gets a little ground play for your boy. All right, honestly landed in the similar spots. Now I'm just debating on whether to go backhand or forehand. Let's do one of each. Hung it out a little bit too wide. Definitely a little bit long, and we're going to be putting from out of that hole. All right, let's finish to round off with 2 made putts from those horrendous approaches. All right, that's a way to end on a positive note. We'll get out of this wind, and I'll give you analysis on the newer discs that we threw today. All right, now that we're out of the wind, we can go over some of these discs that we threw in this video. Stoked to have the in-blend alpacas back in the bag. This is definitely a putter that is going to 93% chance stay in my bag. I only say that because I love trying other putters out, but I just need to have a little bit more discipline because honestly, these are what work for me. Even though what you guys saw in that video was quite atrocious, I'm still confident in them. Time lapse, not much to say about this. Not my cup of tea. So we don't need to spend too much on that. Plenty of other overstable discs that I can throw that actually feel comfortable in my hand. I couldn't figure that thing out. It just felt weird in my hand the entire time. This guy right here, this will be a nice little backup. This Halo Destroyer lightweight. As what I thought it'd still be just very overstable, which is good because living in Oklahoma, we play in crazy winds, especially in the springtime. So this will be definitely a backup. Not going to go in the bag right this second. CD2. Definitely going to stay in the bag. Again, I want to give another shout out to Alex Hart for putting me on this disc. For my arm speed, this is just like that perfect stable to understable to stable again fairway driver. It's just such a good disc. I love it. The popcorn ain't going anywhere anytime soon. This thing is staying in the bag until I lose it and I have to get another one. But I'm just going to make sure we don't throw it near water. So this definitely is going to stay in the bag. Very workable putter. If you guys have not tried this out, definitely consider it. Got to get the Sunny one. Stiff plastic. A little bit more stable than the stock steady ones. And the Alpaca, I really like this disc. The issue is like it's pretty deep for a throwing putter. I usually like those thin profile throwing putters. So it's still going to stay in the bag as my stable throwing putter. Other options I've been considering, if this doesn't work out, is probably one of the new P3Xs from Discmania, or an Envy. Just has a short, like a smaller profile that fits better with like a fan grip for me. That's overstable, just nice little overstable, but going to keep this one in the bag for now until I can get my hands on a P3X or an MV. And that is going to do it for the video, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching me struggle in the wind. I hope it fulfilled the entertainment for you because it was fun filming it. Shout out to my boy Carrie, always filming for me. Till next one, we'll catch you guys later.